leader listens. So I talked to Jimmy Carr about comedy, and he's sold out stages worldwide on a tour, being funny. That's hard. He said, comedy is the most stand-up comedy, which is what I do in some real sense. It's a thing I do that it's most akin to what I'm doing on my book tours, I would say. It's the closest analog. He said it's the most dialogical enterprise. And I thought, well, why? What do you mean? Because see, it's just a monologue. And it's a prepared monologue. I mean, you have to interact dynamically with the audience while you're telling your jokes, and you got to get the timing right, but you have a body of jokes. He said, well, here's how you prepare the jokes. And I've been told this by other comedians. You go to 50 clubs before you go on your tour, and you got some new material and you think it's funny, and you go into a club and you lay out your new material and people laugh at some of it. And you pay attention to what they laugh at and what they don't laugh at. So you subject yourself to the judgment of the crowd, and you get rid of everything that isn't funny. And if you do that enough, even if you're not that funny, the crowd will tell you what's funny. So you can imagine you do 50 shows, and each is an hour long, and you collect 2 minutes of humor from each show. So you throw away 2 hours, more than 98% of it. You collect 2 minutes per show. So you're not very funny at all. You're like funny 2% of the time. You aggregate that, man, you're a scream. And so that's what a leader does. That is what a leader does, is goes out and he aggregates the misery, you know, and the hopes. And then I do think that's revivifying to someone who would otherwise be cynical and jaded, because then the person can say to themselves, despite the inadequacies of the system and my inadequacies, I'm gathering up the misery and the hope, and I'm bringing it forward where it can be redressed.
Giving it a voice.
Yep, that's right, giving it a voice.